Oh yeah. Hey, tell him the cool joint.
And yes, I did. Let me just say this. Yes, I did unscrew the cap on this motherfucker and pour it in. Okay? Wine with a screw cap can be good too. Actually, my guy recommended it. So
okay.
You know what I mean? This is good stuff. It's nice and buttery.
Nice and buttery.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Explain that to the niggas who were born in somebody's general hospital.
So buttery wine, it's real silky and smooth on your tongue, especially like a Chardonnay like this. I see King trying to join, Mark trying to join. What up with them though? Mark, you hear us?
He'll figure it out in a second. He muted right now.
Okay.
He muted. Yeah, he'll figure it out.
So my guy, man, I go to this wine shop like I was telling you earlier, and I just go in and I be like, yo, I'm about to eat a grilled cheese sandwich and a bucket of fries. Like, what kind of wine should I have? And my man will just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh yeah, you need to try this one because the vineyard in California, they have the best grapes for this particular wine, and he'll just hook it up.
Yeah, what's poppin'? Sorry.
You hear us, man? You muted.
You gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah, this is a self-serve joint right here.
Yeah. But yo, so tell them the cool thing you did with school today, or with your NBA group.
Yeah, so you know, everybody's kind of on a sick and shut-in list these days, man.
Right.
And what we decided to do, because we used to always get together, have a bunch of drinks, just tell a bunch of good stories, and we decided to have a virtual happy hour. You know, just everybody in the comfort of your own home, wherever you are, you know, have a drink. Let's have a conversation, you know, virtually through webcam, and you know, just share some stories, man. One guy was on his phone drinking a beer and playing soccer. If that ain't the epitome of multitasking, I don't know what is. Mark, why are you raising your hand? You don't know how to unmute?
What you raising your hand?
Hit the mute button in the corner.
It's in the corner. He'll figure it out. He's a smart guy. He'll figure it out. So I didn't do anything. Oh shit, Mark is growing his hair out again.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's connected to the audio. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Okay, now we lost him.
We got Dude joining us. He lost him. Dude, say what up to the people, man.
What's happening?
So I need
right now.
Look, you got 13 kids. I need you to do yourself a favor. Tell one of them to go get a flashlight and hold it over y'all because y'all dark as shit.
Yo, we're gonna join another way too. Hold up. We're gonna try this joint.
Hey, you see my other view. You see I got all my snacks. I got my water, I got my boobly.
It's dark as hell in
here. Yeah. Gotta.
Yeah, we got the, you know what I mean? He got his Aquafina.
What's good, little bro?
What's happening?
Ain't nothing, man. You know, out here trying to make do with what we got. You dig? You dig? Make do with what we got. Yeah. So this good. Yeah, I can't even play with myself.
Yo, so one of the things we wanted to make sure. What? Yo, so the FAJM podcast is virtual this time.
Yo, this shit is cool, man. We should have did this a long time ago in the same living room.
The long time ago's days.
Yeah.
You ever see that video where the boy be in the grocery store with his mother and he pick up a pack of pads?
Yeah.
He'd be like, you used to wear these, didn't you? The long time ago's days? You used to put these on your butt?
These on your butt? You remember? That shit is so funny, man.
Yeah, you're right. We should have did this a long time ago, man.
Yeah. I feel like, and I got the dope green screen. Y'all don't got the green screen.
Now, you know what? You could change your background in the bottom left corner. You could change your background. You don't have to trouble yourself with it right now. But
let's see. Nope, that ain't it.
Where it says video at.
Let's see.
Virtual background.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do? You gonna mute yourself, Grandpa? We can't hear you, yo. You all the way muted. So while you muted, I'm gonna tell the people, we on like a semi-quarantine. City of Atlanta shut in. We did our coronavirus edition episode last week. Yep. Hope you all enjoyed that. And we still trying to keep that 6 feet away. Right now, we about 6 counties away. Some of us 6 states away. If Mark joins us again.
Yeah, but whenever he figure it out.
Yeah, but we just vibing, man. One of the things that we notice is that this time, it looks like you're coming back in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
I made it. Yeah. I made it.
Made it.
What's poppin', yeah?
What's happening,
good, man?
Everybody got their drink of choice. I feel y'all. That's what's up,
man.
Everybody got their drink of choice. So I wanna piggyback a little bit off of what happened the last episode. I've been getting a lot of flack because everybody be trying to act too adult, right? Everybody act like shit don't happen to them, right?
Okay.
And I don't mind sharing because that's the type of guy I am. So I've been getting a few text messages and confrontations. Niggas acting like they never sharted on themselves before. So I'm the only one that's ever done that?
Wait a minute, hold on. I didn't listen to the last one. What happened?
Mark, you ever sharted on yourself?
Are you saying sharted? Like shit and fart at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah, it's happened before.
Like, when was the last time you've done that?
It's been some years.
Right. Yeah, we not close to 40 or 40. Like
no time. It's been within the past 10, but definitely not 5.
Oh, okay, cool. So I shared in the last podcast that I did it last month.
I mean, it's easy to do when you're working out. But go ahead, continue.
But that's what I thought. I don't think people really understand that. Like when you trying to get your body together and you calibrating, you know what I mean? Sometimes shit can't wait, literally.
Or if you just go to do one too many squats, I mean, you got to squeeze something and something's going to come out somewhere.
Absolutely. But these niggas that's filled with cheese and dough, they don't know that.
Because they not squatting shit.
They not squatting. They not squatting.
No, I can't tell you the last time I started on myself, B. That's
why? How did that even come up in a random conversation, though? Like,
I was just telling a story because last podcast was so serious, and that was our version of an argument. I had to leave the people with a story.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then we tied it into something. More importantly, I'm so glad you still got a hairline, man. I see you growing your hair back. That is awesome.
I'm mad that's even a thing. God damn.
Yeah, I mean,
Yo, Mark, real quick though.
Yeah.
It's Roy. I don't know if you ever met him, man. Want to make sure you make proper introduction.
I just heard you say yo, what up, and then nothing else.
So he's trying to do 2 things at one time. He's not good at it. If you see another random dude, in the picture, that's his little brother Abdul.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Probably one of the dopest chefs in the city, bro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Down in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he from Philly, so he do stuff a little grimy.
Okay. Gotta watch myself is what you're telling me.
His lamb shanks got extra shank on it.
Yo, but real.
I said cheesesteak, nigga, not cheese with
Exactly. Maybe a cheesesteak fondue, but it's gonna be
he made a full barbacoa the other day. Like, He was in the kitchen making barbacoa from scratch. I'm like, it's Chipotle. Go ahead, do your thing. He'll get
Making
up.
what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know how you go to Chipotle and you get the barbacoa in your bowl, whatever?
No,
Exactly.
that sound like some bougie uppity shit, Sadiq. I don't know.
That's exactly what it
I
is.
just asked guac. That's it. I just want guac. I know it's extra. Just give it to me. I don't need none of the extras. I don't need the chips and all that extra shit. Just give me the guac and let me go about my.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to get extra sour cream. Yo, what is barbacoa?
It's like shredded beef.
Oh,
But yeah, the shit was popping.
But how many people know about the extra sauces at Chick-fil-A though? All the different flavors that they have that they don't tell you about.
Like the ranch joint?
No, they have like literally 20 additional different styles of dipping sauce. But they only give them to you if you ask for them.
I did not know that.
okay.
You gotta know the names, brother. I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Shorty just put me up on that.
Yeah.
Well, Abdul can make about 10 of them. He can make 10 of them.
I don't doubt it, but putting somebody up on those secret sauce at Chick-fil-A might change the game for you. I don't know.
Yeah. I never knew that. All I know is they got that Chick-fil-A sauce, and I'm down for it. That's it.
A lot of places got hidden menus that you gotta know what to ask for. I didn't know Chick-fil-A had one with the sauces though. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Chick-fil-A is on another page.
Do they even have Chick-fil-A up there, Mark?
God damn, what do you think? We like the fourth world country or something? What the fuck kind of question is that? It's a major metropolitan city, man. Yes, we have Chick-fil-A.
Like New York just got it like 2 years ago. I thought y'all was, on the B list.
You've been to Baltimore. What do you? I don't even.
True. I was looking for crab legs. I was looking for crab cakes.
That's what I'm saying. What?
Next topic. Let's just go to something else.
What y'all sell at Chick-fil-A?
What flavor? What style of cuisine do you prefer? Because Sadiq is on. So what are you talking about? Does Baltimore have land? What?
Yo, who invited this dude, yo?
Yeah, I would just go in the
This dude's attacking the host.
Apparently, Sadiq doesn't believe we have Wi-Fi in Baltimore. Apparently.
Hey man, so I want to get into today's topic, right? And hopefully Mark watched the video. Abdul looked like he ain't watched the video. Look like he
ain't watched the video.
He been making peppercorn all day. But so in today's trying times, like I said, we try to keep this timeless, right? But we can't always do that. And these is one of those because you're trying to figure out why you got four dudes in 3 different places. Because in today's trying times, we really can't be around each other right now because niggas don't know who got what.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny. Side note, 2 NBA players was just released. Their test came back negative, right? Okay. So they no longer have the corona. Okay. Now 2 more random ass people that do NBA games don't have nothing to do with the NBA. They just tested positive.
Okay.
So I have many questions when things like that come out though. Like, so did they test everybody in the NBA and everybody that works for the NBA?
Boris, what's her name? Doris? Where the fuck Doris been when everybody else was getting tested?
She got it?
Yeah. So she just came out and said she got it. So that's another 14 days that we don't have no sports. Everybody needs to sit in the fucking Tupperware bowl and just where the fuck you been?
Yeah.
Now getting it.
No, it's hitting everybody. You know what I mean? And it's just randomly popping up. People see when they say you have it, you could either have it, or you got it a little bit. And if you got it a little bit, they putting your name on a list. So
wait, what's the difference between those two? If you got it and I thought like so
because
I'll break down my understanding just so the people that's listening or whatever can follow along. So my understanding is you know, you catch it sort of like you catch the flu. You know, you either somebody coughs or sneezes around you, you touch something, then touch your face, some open orifice that gets in your body. Now, from what I understand from news reports and medical things that have been written and people that have spoken, if you're healthy, right? If from newborn to, let's say 45 or 50, let's say 0 to 49, right? If you're healthy, you don't have any pre-existing immune issues or respiratory conditions, then more than likely you can get COVID-19 and be fine and keep going on about your business. Now, where it gets bad is if you're over 50 and if you have an immune deficiency or respiratory issue, then you're, you know, on a higher at-risk level of COVID-19 doing something to you. That's my general understanding.
So I'm really thinking right now that I'm healthy and it's living in like my knees, because every time I get up, my knees crackle.
That's you getting old. That's you getting old.
But nah, so what happens is some people get it and they, you know, they just have a mild version of it, just like the flu, right? You can have a little bit of a flu or a full-blown flu, but some people get a mild version, and then if you get the mild version, that's like you kind of tested positive, but they're not 100% sure. They just put you on the list. So Doris might just be one of them people.
What the fuck
like,
is counter positive?
I don't know.
Maybe she just got a 77. I don't know. Maybe she just got a...
She took the AIDS test, passed it, got a 65.
Maybe I guess. I don't know. Because this bitch is late. He late. More people late.
Yeah.
Like, bruh. So the first two that got it, right, they cleared. So I'm like, ooh, goody. Like, okay, cool. We got one more week. And at least everybody in the NBA will be clear. Here this motherfucker go. So that kind of bothered me. But down in Atlanta, I know this about Maryland too. Shout out to the Hookah Boys. Down here in Atlanta, there's a lot of, especially Black people, there's a lot of people who have their own businesses and they have their own hustle, own situation. So they're being affected, right?
Right.
Because closed, they can't work at full capacity, they can't really be around nobody. I've been trying to, while Mark was talking, I was trying to get my facial shot because I actually went to the barbershop. Well, I went to my barber. Because my barber is my friend, and he hooked me up. Shout out to my nigga Ty the barber. I've been trying to get the little shot because, you know what I mean, he got me back even, but he raised the beard. Stop. He raised the beard a little. Oh, you got your own.
I'm just saying.
Barber with your sucker ass.
Exactly.
That's terrible.
No man be cooking barbacoa. And then he line up the beard and everything.
Hold on. Abdul's a barber too?
Yes.
Yes.
That's just not fair, yo. That's just not fair. That's not fair. You want to have brothers with those set of skills.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Eyebrows and everything.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
So Abdul's value in life right now in March going into April 2020 is sky high.
Sky high.
And he cooks. Sky high, brother. Sky high.
But so imagine a man of his skill set, that do the stuff he do, but he can't be at work, or he can't be able to cater, or he can't be able to service the people. So this episode is dedicated to all my people out here hustling and in the struggle. And what better person to represent the Martin Show, the FAJM podcast, other than Hustle Man.
Pick up the pieces. Hustle Man himself. Excuse me, little lady. I don't mean to intercept. Get them flowers right there.
watching that best of Hustle Man clip had me in tears, bro.
Yo, I was trying to figure out who came up with that character. Was it Tracy?
He did.
Or Martin?
It had to be Tracy.
Like, because that shit was pure genius comedy, man.
Listen, man, he did that all by himself. Though he said, "What's happening, Chief?"
Yeah, that was authentically
Me out
Tracy
to
Morgan.
this day, bro. That take me out to this day, man. When he tried to sell him them pigeons on the branch.
Report him being juice.
I was done. Put my money in the collection plate. It's over with. Bro, that shit was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life.
But like, he always had a hustle. He was always ready to make money, and it didn't matter what it was. He was able to get it and sell it. When he was selling the jewelry in the barbershop, he was trying to sell a ring for $3,000. Martin offered him $200. He was like, "Cool, sold." You know what I mean? Like, just make it do, make it happen.
Yo, and he has so many other parts though. But when he was doing the wedding, when he was trying to do the become the wedding planner.
Yeah.
Bro,
He's trying to give him the chilling look.
The fake flowers. It was like, you got to get the plastic ones, Chief. Bro, that shit.
Oh man,
dying, bro.
Yo, he was
but
ready
I think
though.
About that,
he
man.
was ready.
I'm in an interesting situation because I hold down, I would say 3 different occupations. One is a traditional job, right? And that one is not being effective. But because of this, as a referee, the season got cut short. So I got invited to do the state playoffs in high school. Luckily, they was able to finish that. But then I got invited to do Georgia JUCO playoffs. I didn't get those games. That got cut short. You know what I mean? Because we ran out of time, and I was like, damn, I'd have loved that extra $300 a game. You know what I mean? And then being a part of a gym, those definitely got cut short because that's like, unfortunately, it's a cesspool, especially the way our gym is set up.
Ain't no 6 feet apart in your gym.
No. If you can find 6 feet,
you can
find 6 feet apart in that gym, congratulations. You got to stand on top of the workout stuff and just look over people. That's the only place to go is up.
Right.
So
yeah, it's you gotta have. You speak of all the different hustles and stuff that you have and stuff that was impacted on outside of your regular 9 to 5. Not everybody has a second hustle.
Yeah,
and not everybody can use their 9 to 5 and parlay that into something else, or they don't even think about how they can do that.
Right.
Like Mark, you're an educator, right? You could offer tutoring services during this time, but it's like
it's tough. Like I could, and that would be similar to predicament that a lot of Black people are in this country, that a lot of people are unaware of, where I got to make the choice. If I wasn't getting paid from my regular 9 to 5, could I go tutor? I could do that, but I would be putting myself at risk as well as other people. You know what I'm saying? And
gotcha.
do I want to do that? You know what I'm saying? But do I do that to benefit myself and being able to pay my bills or whatever? Or do I, knowingly put myself and others in danger? You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, when people hear the news and they're like, oh, when people are taking their life, they not staying in the house. Everybody doesn't have the luxury of staying home. I'm blessed to have a job that I'm getting paid even though we're not working, but some people don't get paid. If they don't go to work, they don't get paid. And if they don't get paid, then somebody in their house actually dies. A parent that's depending on them for medicine or whatever, or a child that needs insulin or whatever. Some people have to go out and make money. So they have to go out and put themselves and others at risk to provide for their own.
Right. Yeah.
So
and that.
Yeah.
Now, just in speaking of the hustle, right? I ain't gonna say no names, but I know somebody who put on Facebook, like, shout out to my man, my king, for letting me work from home, because we're in this sick and shut in, like he's being a stay-at-home dad. I appreciate him for looking after the kids while I work. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. But he's a drug dealer. So he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't get outside pushing work. So, you know what I mean? So speaking of risk, you got some jobs that have inherent risks in them. And people are even taking that precaution. Like, I don't want to be out there catching the corona while I'm pitching the rock.
Listen, speaking of risk, I've been
I
watching.
don't even know. I don't even have a academic response to that. I don't.
So listen.
I don't know. All right. Okay.
So listen though. I've been watching Snowfall. We need to talk after the show.
That's a good show. That's a really good show.
I've been watching Snowfall, and man.
Do not watch Tiger King on Netflix. Do not watch that.
That's like the 4th time I've heard that today.
You muted.
Yeah, something happened to your hookah.
You muted yourself. I don't know what you did, but we can't hear the bubbles.
You said what?
Yeah, there you go. You can't hear the bubbles. You muted yourself for some reason. I don't know what happened. But
all we heard was don't watch Tiger King, and then something came through.
Just don't watch it. Leave it at that. Don't watch it.
That's fair. That's fair. But so look, I know Sadiq is in the house with a bunch of people and
a bunch of shit. Just stuff everywhere, people everywhere.
So I'm gonna talk to Mark. I'm gonna talk to Mark about this. Mark, you got a quarantine bay?
A quarantine bank?
Bay.
A quarantine bag? No, I don't even know.
Oh, okay. Well, so next topic.
What's a quarantine bag? It was supposed to have a bag.
Do you have a quarantine bay, Keith?
So somebody you could actually sit in the house with.
Bay.
Who the fuck got an LG phone?
That's not LG phone. That's Mr. Lonnie Gilmore. If he can figure out his shit, he'll be in here.
Yeah.
Hey!
Mr. Lonnie Gilmore.
Why are we doing this? Really?
I thought the LG still. I was like, bro, who still got LG phones? I ain't had an LG phone.
Make sure. Is that still a business?
Hell no.
Right. Damn, I thought they was going.
Hell no.
But, hey, perfect timing. Perfect.
I see.
We was talking about quarantine and chill. If you had a quarantine bay.
Well, I do that, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, Lonnie.
Well, okay.
Damn,
Way
What?
Way to bring it down a little bit,
Well, I would have to say it. Y'all know my situation. That was a bad question for me personally.
Oh, okay.
He said no. He said no. Leave it at that. No, he doesn't have a quarantine bag.
All right.
Exactly.
He made Abdul leave. See what happens?
He going to stir the barbacoa.
Oh, he definitely about to stir. Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna have random pop-up guests. This is pretty dope. This is our homeboy Lonnie, and AKA Gilmore, AKA the head of the family.
You got jokes.
So of course we all had to come together at some point, in some form of fashion. And luckily for y'all have 4 Morehouse men in one spot. And we all in different locations.
Yeah.
We talking about how this has affected everybody, and we talking about the hustle and how we incorporated into the Martin show. We used a Hustle Man compilation. Lonnie, you remember how funny that shit was?
Yes, I do.
What year was that? 92 to 96, right? Or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Bruh. So we was talking about how it's affecting people that you may know or you personally, and you got to get out there and do a little bit more hustle, right?
All right.
You give us your thoughts about that.
I mean, to some extent, you got to still do what you got to do. So if you got to eat, you got to do certain things. I mean, you can't let nothing stop you. You can't be stupid while you're out there, but you got to do something. Can't just be inside the house all day doing nothing. Right. That's for sure. So
yeah, I mean, and that's the scary thing that we talking about. You know what I mean? The cool thing about our friendship, we're fortunate enough to know what everybody do. So, not putting nobody business out there, but, we're in a fortunate situation because we're in the IT field, and, we've been holding it down. The unfortunate part about it is we got to go to work. So that's the suck part about it. I found a loophole in it, you know what I mean? And not necessarily a loophole, but I was just coming back from a trip out of the country. So they told me to stay home. Sadiq, we can see you.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, what is he doing?
Nah, it's an inside joint right here, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you can't have inside jokes on video. Like, you can't do that. I know this is our first time doing video and shit.
Like, we looking right at you. We can see you. It's like we
this is crazy. But anyway, so before I was rudely interrupted by Dark Man X and his sidekick. Yeah, so you know what I mean? It's affected people in different ways. But I really wanted to get, now that we got the serious shit out the way, I really wanted to get into different types of hustles, right?
Yeah.
Niggas is out here doing weird shit to make it pop.
Y'all know Abdul got an OnlyFans page, right? He be on there cutting sausage and shit.
Yo, nigga, if your OnlyFans page come across my Pornhub, I'm smacking the shit out of you. Bro, you better not be slicing carrots with no shirt on.
Tell him what you be doing on your OnlyFans.
Not the move, bro. Oh shit, that is hilarious, man. That's funny, bro. So
but there's a bunch of different hustles out there. You just gotta find them.
You got to. That shit is wild. You want to share? You want to share?
Nah, you know what? I don't have any. I mean, I do photography and stuff, right? But who the hell I'm gonna take a picture of? I'm gonna have to use a zoom lens. These motherfuckers don't want to be close to me. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of sports photography. Ain't no sports going on for the kids or whatever. So I just been,
yes, it is. A lot of sports. It's a lot of sports.
Yeah.
All you got to do is go to your nearest store and watch them run and try to get all this shit.
Yo, that might be a good idea.
It is a good, man. I'm telling you, I was number 25 in line. When I tell you, it was like the supermarket sweep, and these fools was running in there to get the toilet paper and paper towels and shit. Yeah,
that might be. I
was really
do that tomorrow. I'm gonna go to Sam's Club and just take my camera with me.
That shit gotta be disrespectful, bro.
It was literally wrapped around the building. Like, yeah, somebody should film this. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That shit is that is disrespectful, bro. That shit is hilarious. So Abdul, tell us about this OnlyFans page. Nah, but But for real, tell us about like your situation, like as far as like it's cool to always hear people who figure out different lanes and use their talents. You know what I mean? And some people don't realize. I'm gonna give you and Lonnie as an example, right? Because I'm kind of stuck between both worlds, right? So Lonnie was able to excel at IT a lot quicker and at a higher level. You know, I didn't go to school for that. So I kind of rolled into it. And I was like, oh shit, you do IT? I need a job, right? and I don't know if it was a fortunate for him or unfortunate for me, but it never panned out to where I could work with my friend. But on the other end, I look at you and be like, man, you live in a dream because you literally get to use your talents and make money. And like I said, I'm stuck between both worlds because I get to work in my hobbies. Like I work in 3 hobbies, to be honest. I ain't go to school for none of the stuff that I do, but I get to work in 3 hobbies. So for you, I want you to tell us more about your skill set and the positives. And then right now, unfortunately, no, I don't even care about the negatives. We know what the negatives are, right? But the positives in working in your skill set and doing what you do.
Well, as far as cooking, the main thing is women love men who can cook. You know what I'm saying? Women love men who can cook. You know what I'm saying?
Right too.
So my whole game is if I'm trying to impress a female, I tell her to come to the restaurant. Sit her down at the bar, get her some drinks, bring her some food, and after that, it's all game. You know what I'm saying? That's a big positive. Also, doing what I love. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild. That's what you led with, but okay.
Oh.
You ain't thank God. You ain't. You ain't tell us it all started in your mama's kitchen. None of that. You just was like, I'm here for the bitches.
First and foremost.
Right. Go ahead, carry on. I'm listening.
Being that I love what I do, it's always an adventure walking into a kitchen because every day is different.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily dealing with the same people with the same attitudes every day, but at the same time I am, if that makes sense. You know, because once you get to work around certain people, you know how they're gonna be, you know how they're gonna be. You already know how to assess the situation and basically protect yourself at any cost. But another positive note, I always get to eat. I always get to eat. I get to eat whatever I want.
Yo,
There's no downside to that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we know who else been benefiting from your
Keisha went to the
food.
front one time. Said, fuck out of here. we went. But to his point, like food is one of those things. I could see how that could just bring the chicks in or whatever. Because we went to the restaurant. Me and Keisha sat down, eat. They was bringing out mussels and different plates. I asked him for his number at the end of the day. This is my brother.
So what you doing after this? So what you doing?
You live around here?
We'll touch you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the cool part, man. That's dope. My best story, about Abdul, outside of the Vegas trip, but we can't tell y'all about that because
about the Vegas trip.
But we went for Sadiq's birthday, yo, and it was a fairly new restaurant. Just what happened that one of my close little bro / referee partner, he was the manager there. So of course he see me, and he like, bet we gonna hook y'all up. So they kept giving us drinks, you know what I mean? And the cook kept bringing out food, lamb chops, some type of shrimp dish, some dip, So at first, me and Sadiq was like, "Yo, that's what's up. This is a great spot to pick." I didn't even know my man's was the manager, but when I walked in, it was all love. Yeah. So Mark, you know how we used to do in the old days, everything free.
Yeah.
so we walk in, we like, bet. Me and Sadiq was like, "Yo, this good. This good." When I tell you Abdul taught him a new asshole, he was like, "Yo, this was cooked too long. You might want to take a little out the dip, and as a matter of fact,
reduce the sauce a little bit before you pour it on top, because when you pour it on top, it's too acidic. So you want to reduce that."
I had to call in the Mayday. Like, he had a blog and
the
blog. I mean,
he left the restaurant and wrote a blog like, "This is it. I'm about to write about this place."
This shit went locally viral, and I was like, "Sadiq, call him. Tell him he got to take that down. He was putting in real names.
Damn.
Hey, Jackson the cook.
God
fucked the shrimp up, and then after he fucked the shrimp up, he brought us out these puss-ass lamb chops. And after these puss-ass lamb chops,
that's hilarious.
He kind of looked gay. I wasn't sure if he was gay or not, but then the owner was trying to talk hip-hop, and she was white. I was like, "Bro, you got to take that blog down. You can't, like, at least take the names out, my nigga. Damn."
That was hilarious, though.
Bro, that shit. But from his perspective or from his palate, it kind of gave me a better appreciation of exactly what he do. Because after I went back, even like, mind you, this to most people, this is quality food. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing about Atlanta. They'll fill you with the foo-foo. They'll make it look cute, make it look pretty. And because you don't know no better, and give you some ambiance and some dope music, and because you don't know no better, you're like, "Oh, this is nice. I'll go back."
Yeah.
I never went back.
So speaking of that, right? So in a city like Atlanta or in Baltimore, you know, there's a certain scene, and right now we're in this point where everybody got to stay home. People can't go to that scene
before
anymore.
You finish.
You got to create your own atmosphere.
Put the foil around the antenna, because every time you talk, the
I'm saying, because I didn't hear any of what you was just saying.
I thought it was
just so you look back at this, Lonnie went.
All right, I'm gonna try to speak slowly, right?
Go ahead,
so
go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
In a city like Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in a city like Baltimore, where Mark is, ambiance and going out is a thing that people go for and look for. But in this situation where everybody's shut in, cities are shut down, you got to kind of create that ambiance for yourself. People like Mark, for example, don't have to go out for hookah because they got their hookah at home. He can create his own vibe. Right. But how do you lockdowns change cities that really rely on that? Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
I fly out. That's how I create my own ambiance.
Hey, fly out.
Oh,
Mister. Okay.
When you fly out to Pennsylvania?
I've been to Dallas twice. I'm about to go to Denver next week.
Damn. You fly out for steak? Like, what are you talking about? If you want to go find the ambiance, you go where the ambiance is.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
We gotta test sound quality before we hit record next time.
It is the first one, so we'll say that again, Mark.
What was the question was, you asked me, do I be flying out for steak? I fly out and have a good time.
Well, who white daughter you going to see in Denver?
Nobody's white daughter.
It's two things in Denver: weed and white girls. Which one you going to do?
Neither one of those.
Neither one.
My lady is meeting me there.
Oh.
Yo, Denver's nice though. I like Denver. I like Colorado. People sleep on it because they think it's a whole bunch of white people, but
But
Denver's
it is
nice.
though.
I mean, but so what? They got good food.
You ever had
Actually,
while
good food
you
and
was
ambiance.
out there? You ever had curry mountain goat?
Nah, but I did go to a place that had mutton on the menu. They had mutton.
What is
But
that?
that's just another name for goat.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just another name for goat.
See, there you go.
This is going to be one of the worst recordings ever. What?
Speaking of the IT guy, here go the IT guy with all his technical shit. This is gonna be one of the worst recordings ever. You need to coagulate. What you need to do, you need to coagulate.
So Mark, you fly out for your ambiance, right? What do y'all think what do you think is gonna happen truly to cities? Because people's been shut in for a month at least in some areas. And Gwinnett County here in Georgia and Atlanta just got shut down. So like when it's all said and done, you think people are gonna go crazy when it opens back up again and start flooding the city? Or they're gonna get comfortable in their own home and just Netflix and chill or hookah and chill or whatever?
That cabin fever going to set in something serious. And when they open the city back up that week, that following 10 days is going to be something stupid. It's going to be something stupid.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So because you're a mile high, is like going raw different?
Why would be
Different feeling?
Why would that be different?
Like,
Yo,
when you shoot the club up, is it go like the gravity take over or?
When I go to Denver, I do wake up with like the air is different out there, so I am curious to know what. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be sure to check the air quality. I'll be sure to check.
No, that's dope. No, for real. I was I'm silly, but that's that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope that you could fly out. How much was that flight? Because that was another thing that was big. Everybody was trying to figure out like, yo, I need to go somewhere for $32 round trip. I don't give a fuck where to go.
Round trip it was less than $90.
Less than $90?
Yeah, round trip.
That's Yo, you flew on one of the mega buses with wings.
No, I'm Southwest.
Oh, Southwest? Oh yeah, you
okay.
in Baltimore. That's a hub too, so that's even better. Yo,
Yeah, I love Southwest.
My sister's going up to Jersey from Atlanta, and she looked at the flight. her raggedy ass. She looked at the flight, and it was $90 round trip. She was like, "Oh, that's too much." She went back the very next day. It was $30.
What?
Wow.
So P.
To go where?
To
go to Jersey?
To Newark Airport. So P. So she put it in the group, right? And she was like, "I got my flight. It was $30." So then Raggedy Senior, my mother, goes on there and has a whole attitude because the flight went up to $60.
I condone this.
Oh shit! I was like, damn. You had to wait to the next sale. Flights is crazy right now.
I was looking up flights on Delta Vacations today, and like going overseas to Barcelona or whatever was like $1,000 for flight and hotel for 10 days. For 10 days. 10 days in a hotel plus flight, $1,000. Or go to Vegas for 5 days, $200. Flight and
I was saying we just came back from Jamaica. We looked up the same package. The package was $1,500. We looked at the same package. It was $890.
yeah, it's crazy.
I was like, I'm going back. I'm going back in October. Shit.
So, but that's the thing, right? Nobody can go anywhere right now.
No.
And I think this point is for this time period is for people to really start focusing on their hustle. Not saying that you have to hustle right now, but you got to plan for what's gonna happen once we come out of this. And so I don't know if y'all have any clever ideas for the people that's listening on what they could do to get their hustle on, like Hustle Man would in Martin. You know, if they're gonna put pigeons on a stick, sell a personal pizza for $15.
It's gonna be a lot of income tax money up for grabs.
Oh, the income tax, okay,
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that money in the street.
and that stimulus money too.
Oh yeah,
I told you
yeah.
we need to talk about this snowfall.
Like seriously, you can come out real quick.
I got a guy. But Lonnie, well, I want to go to you for a second, Lonnie. As far as you, it kind of differs for, like I said, for us. It kind of differs for you because it's a plus and a minus because it don't really affect your bottom line the way it's affected other people, but at the same time, you still got to go to work.
When you say I still have to go to work, what you mean?
But that's what I wanted to know. Like, so what's your situation? Like, how is your day to day? How is your daily? Because I group chat been popping, which means ain't nobody at work, and if you going to work, you ain't doing shit at work.
Nah, yeah, I just been at the house. I ain't been to work in like 10 days or something like that. When I did go, something happened, you know, had to get something fixed, whatever. I left out that bitch so fast, prayed, all that. Yeah. Nothing has been affecting me like that because of my position and stuff. So for me, I'm just at the house. If somebody called, great. If I choose to do something, great. If not, I'll be in the chat like this morning where for whatever reason I woke up with ooh in my head and I just doing that all fucking day.
Oh my
Yo.
God. Oh God, please don't.
All day.
I do not want to know what that shit is. Jesus.
So look, so from introduction to introduction, I'm gonna talk to Abdul right now, being the youngest, right? So you know what song he talking about, right? This shit been in my head for the last 3 weeks, right? And then the crazy thing about it, my my smart watch, it make the same sound. So if I get a text message, that's the sound.
Does it?
Are you serious?
It's always in my head, right? So when he said that shit this morning, now look, if you get in Lonnie Carr on any given day, bruh, he playing the first Ice Cube album. Like he playing, this motherfucker gonna be playing All Eyes on Me. It's gonna switch to like Dub C, Mac 10,
and it's also on the mix CD.
Face, and then it'll switch to like Kamikaze. You'll be like, okay, that's what Lonnie on today. Cool, I got it. And then he going to work till I bet you won't hit a motherfucker. He said all he heard in his head was beep, beep. Dude, that shit is the best because that sound, and he spelled it out. So him spelling it out is the funniest thing because I promise you everybody read the shit like, man, number one. It was like number one, I don't even remember number one. It could have said anything. He was like, number two, I cannot get this out my head. Dude, I lost it.
I said the exact same shit. I said the fact that he spelled the shit exactly how it sounds.
Bro, you gotta say it like that. I listen to that song every time my phone go. Every time my text go off on my phone, I gotta listen to that shit. But then I'm mad. I'm really mad. Derek not in here because Derek posted the lyrics.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna jump
like an asshole. Yeah.
Bro, them lyrics are terrible.
So it's not just me. It's not just me.
Bro, them lyrics are terrible. That was the #1 song in the world.
In the world. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is this playing so often?
Speaking of hustles, that was the number. But you know the second song after that
What's
was
that?
Yummy.
Yummy.
What?
Yummy.
What's Yummy?
And because Lonnie don't listen to this shit, he don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's Justin Bieber Yummy.
Oh,
wow. Well, nigga, I wouldn't listen to that anyway. It's Justin Bieber. You
can't go from MC Ran to Yummy.
No, you can't do that. No. But Yummy, yeah, no.
Yeah. So Mark, we got an iconic picture on Facebook, and a lot of people always look at it. And it's 2 pictures. It's actually 3 pictures now, because it's a picture with both of us, and it's a picture. Abdul, what the fuck? What are you doing? Are you making beer batter shrimp right here on the spot? Yo, that'd be dope.
Live, baby, we live.
It's the best beer in the world, according to my wine guy.
Best beer in the world.
No free promo.
No free promos.
Right. I'm glad we couldn't see that whole brand, because I don't know what the hell that shit said. But one day, Sadiq, we got to go in here and we got to do video and have Abdul cooking in the back.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Ain't no podcast doing that. But Mark,
we got options.
Yeah, we do. Now that we figured out the Zoom shit, we gonna perfect this. But Mark, we got an iconic picture. Us 2 doing the percolator at the circa 2010. So we both in the picture, but then we both had the initiative to crop each other out. Right? I got one with me, and then you got one with you, and then we got one with both of us. And the question that I always hear is like, yo, what's going on in this picture? Right? But everybody loves this picture. And it looks like, and the cool thing about it is, one of the dopest things about it, to be honest, is that picture was 10 years ago.
You gotta tag me in a picture. What picture you talking about? What I got on?
Oddly enough, we got in the same shirt, but mine is white and blue, and I think yours is like white, blue, and red.
It's red. Yeah, I remember that picture. That's a dope picture, by the way. It's a dope picture.
Shit.
Y'all definitely both cropped each other out, that motherfucker.
We got just enough percolator space to where there was a line right there, and we was able to crop each other right at that line.
Yes, got
like
me
right there. I think your leg is in my picture though. But yo, remember back in the day how we used to run up in the club and just destroy that bitch?
Yeah, those days are long gone, dog. I'm nursing a back injury from 2 weeks ago. Those days are done. Those days are done. It's no more. I can take a month off from the gym and then go back in there and then go hard for 45 minutes and go home. No. I went to a gym. I realize I've done something that I should not have. Now I'm gonna take my old ass the fuck home. That's where I'm at right now.
I went to an old folks club. Y'all remember when I put in the chat, like right
before? Yeah.
I was in there, and there was some motherfuckers in there dressed like, what's that dude's name? Billy, what's his name? With that be wearing the shade on his top hat. Anyway, I was in the club.
It's your story, nigga.
Cats had on some long coats, and I'm just dancing, and a dance battle broke out. These cats was like 50 years old, dancing to Chubb Rock, right? So they and shit. A crowd. I'm like, there is hope for the future. So I decided to challenge my man I was there with. I'm like, yo, let's battle. And I did this move. My knee been hurting for 2 weeks, son. My right knee, right across the middle.
That shit right there. I'm not gonna have that shit happen to me. Fuck that. No.
Last 2 weeks, man, I've been, with the old man limp. Shit's not
Brother,
funny.
you know what's crazy?
Who get my drink?
Bro, you know what's crazy? I've never been hurt on the dance floor. I've been out of breath.
Me
but
either.
I've never been hurt on the dance floor. Like, that is one thing that
I will not do it.
No. Every now and again, you'll catch me out my element. You'll catch me actually cutting a rug, but I refuse to ruin my legacy. Fuck around. Be like, bro, you'd have caught me 15 years ago, this whole floor was mine. But when if I ever get in a dance mood, I stay in my zone. I stay in my what?
The dude's name is Billy Porter. I know some of our followers and watchers will know who Billy Porter is. They was in there dressed like Billy Porter with trench coats with ruffles in the back. And they walking in slow motion with their Heineken. They had their beer, right? And the beer was tilted this way. Walking in slow motion, like so that it'll come to the top, but it wouldn't spill. And they was just
the gay dude Billy Porter that be dressing in that be having on.
Yeah, that dude. But they was dressed like him with Russian military hats on. They was in there like a motherfucker.
So yo, listen. This has been dope. I appreciate y'all, Mark, Lonnie, for coming through. I appreciate y'all for jumping on. We definitely gotta do this again.
Yeah,
this is dope. We gonna get the kinks out. We gonna put the router next to the computer so nobody has any freezes. Any moment. We gonna be up under the router so nobody goes.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got any last words? Lonnie not a big social media guy.
At all. No.
Avatar. He's literally a cartoon. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But
it is?
I chose that one because, there was a time, which still might be now, I looked like that nigga. So.
Oh. I never. Oh, okay. I just thought that was your guy, but okay.
Not at all. Never even seen the cartoon. It's just, he's shaped like me. Let me put that on here.
Hey, listen.
Okay. All righty.
Listen, if you ever want to take your lunch break and you're not feeling too well and you want to get a good laugh real quick to get you back to where you need to be, Mark, please tell everybody what your Instagram name is.
Yeah, please.
It's Can You Relate? KANYURELATE. I think that's it.
And the fact that he don't remember it is because he keeps switching it up. Every time somebody find him, he switched the damn thing.
I scroll through Instagram.
People get on my nerves, man. People get on my nerves. But it's KANYURELATE. Can you relate?
Can you relate, bro? Hey,
I look at his page and I'm like, yo, why do I know this motherfucker? This shit is funny as shit. This guy is crazy. I look at some of the videos like, yo, some stuff I like, some stuff I'm like, I can't even like that shit. Keep moving because that shit is bugged out. It's funny as shit though. It's definitely a good time
on a daily, especially now. Like he said, he ain't been working for about 2 weeks now.
Right.
Probably done. Let's call a spade a spade. You're probably done for the year. But every day I try to find something on it that I could post. Lately, it's been none of them.
Yeah, it's been way over the top. Way over the top.
They are fucking hilarious. Bro, can you relate? Hey, and once again, hey, listen, man. Follow the FAJM podcast. I will start posting more Can You Relate posts.
What's
My Instagram ad is
we got to make sure the ladies know when they.
Oh yeah, that's all.
Samad_Cooks. That's SAMAD_COOKS.
There it is.
He sound like he just did a radio ad.
He got to. Bro.
That shit was professional as fuck. Mine was nowhere near that. I was like,
Before we get out of here, let me tell you, Samad only has one tone. Sexy. Every now and again, you could get Abdul. Every now and again, you get Abdul out. But Samad got one tone. One tone. That's one of the Vegas stories we can't tell you.
We're going to nickname him Sexy Cilantro. Sexy Cilantro. You know, cilantro make everything better, baby.
Everything. Goddamn cilantro bag. Goddamn cilantro.
It is.
"Take me, bitch."
Ladies, how many people you know could make barbecue out of bologna meat and KC Masterpiece? Ain't nobody out here, ain't nobody in the streets making barbecue right now. I don't even know how to say it.
You don't know how to say it. I don't know
What is it, barbecue?
But go ahead, wrap us up, man.
Oh man, y'all are funny, bro. But listen, man, this is the FAJM podcast. Make sure y'all hit us up. Any questions, any concerns, any comments, FAJM podcast on Instagram and FAJMpodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up. Make sure y'all hit the fellas up. Let them know you like the episode. And we out of here. This is Marquise.
It's Sadiq, man.
Holla.
Holla.
See cilantro.